One of the leading NGOs in Bangalore, Bal Utsav is revitalizing government schools to bring life-changing education to millions of underprivileged children. In the last decade, Bal Utsav has reformed over 200 government schools in Karnataka and over 8 lakh students have benefited through their flagship programs. Bal Utsav went beyond education and forayed into disaster response in 2015 through their program called Dayitva. The crisis response and management framework developed by the team today is used by various organizations nationally. NewsX proudly recognizes Ramesh Balasundaram and Binu Verma, co-founders of Bal Utsav. Hello and welcome to our special show, Second Wave Superheroes. I am Priyanka Sharma and joining me today on the broadcast are Mr. Ramesh Balasundaram and Ms. Binu Verma, founders of Bengaluru-based NGO Bal Utsav. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us over, Priyanka.
Thank you. Mr. Ramesh, I would like to start by asking you, Bangalore was one of the worst affected states during the second wave. Tell us about your organization's efforts towards COVID relief, especially amid this time.
Sure. So for us, this has been a long COVID-19 response. What started off in March 2020 still seems to be going on with just a little pause in between. This year, the second wave was a lot more aggressive. The needs on the ground were slightly different to what we saw last year. But in terms of scale and the need, it's been at least about 5 times as big as what we done last year, Priyanka.
Yeah.
Right. Everything from ensuring that we needed more oxygen here. I mean, this was something that was unheard of last year. So from setting up oxygen concentrator banks to ensuring that we're looking at stay-at-home food kits, stay-at-home hygiene kits, making cooked food available, and supporting both frontline workers and going out and ensuring that families affected by COVID were attended to. It's been a very, very uphill journey for us as we look at the second wave.
Ms. Binu, can you elaborate on your volunteer base? How many volunteers are currently on board and what goes behind the scenes on every day?
Sure. So, see, the backbone of the entire project has been volunteers for all of us. This time where people were a little hesitant in stepping out and doing the relief work, we did get a lot of volunteers, a lot of people who came forward, were eagerly waiting to step out and also support the ones in need. So approximately around 50 to 60 volunteers are there who are working from home, coordinating with the people who are in need. And simultaneously, we have around 100 odd volunteers, foot soldiers on ground who are supporting our initiatives. Yes.
That's nice. How can someone become a volunteer or extend help?
So, Priyanka, to start with, I think we should thank all our existing volunteers and supporters. This work wouldn't be possible without them. But clearly, the gap between demand and supply is only growing. It's not shrinking. And anybody who wants to sign up can sign up by visiting our website on balutsav.ngo. That's the name of our website. Both for them to be able to make resources available in terms of people and persons. That's the way to go. Based on where they are and what their skill sets are, our volunteer coordination team then assigns them roles. Some of them can take up roles like last mile delivery of our food kits. Some of them are just moving material around, whereas we've also got a lot of volunteers who are virtually, while they have the comfort of staying at home, are raising resources for us to be able to carry out this much needed work.
Especially when there is so much despair around, when the world is facing such a pandemic like never before. How do you keep yourself in positive spirits? Where do you see the ray of hope?
Truthfully, I think this is the absolute challenge for people like us working in this organization or for working in the sector. This is the real test. Like now, all the workshops that you go through, all the learning that you have, this is the time when all of that has been put to test. And we are happy that we've not yet. We may be bending, but we haven't been broken as yet. And thanks to our supporters for keeping it on. I think spirituality plays a role for us to be able to keep our head above water, especially when you're being flooded with panic calls day in and day out. You need to maintain a sense of sanity, and that's another thing that we keep around. And thanks to NewsX, Priyanka Sharma, and the team for because you go out and amplify the message so that one, we are able to get across to more people, and also we open up as a channel for people who would like to be of support to people on ground who need help.
Definitely. Well, that's a wrap from our end. Thank you so much for joining us on the show, and all the best for your initiative.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.